Hello. Hello there. Lavender and cedar and sage. I wasn't going to go live because it's early in the day, but it is during the week, and I thought, well, if somebody happens to think they have a window opportunity with me here, then they should know that I can come home at any time. I don't have a set schedule. Hello. I do have laundry going, and I got fans going. My apologies for the distraction. I hope it's not too loud for you. You know, I got chores, and so because I ignored them this weekend, I'm just going to go ahead and do them now. Got some planetary shifting going on. There's some fellas out there, lower vibrational dominator tyrant, want to be like the boss man, you know, and the universe has gotten together and concluded that they would rather have a female as representative this cycle, and they're complaining very, very much. No, I am not a witch. I do not do witchcraft. There has never been any spell work done by me. Although I have had plenty thrown at me. You may be one of them. Just. It's none of your business what I do. Just. See, normally I'm at work because I have a job. I came home early today to tell you a story. So everyone else out there who actually doesn't work, I'd appreciate it if you could just not ask. I have a job. I got off work early today. I decided to come home rather than stay outside and play, to share a story with you about the planetary circumstance. funnily enough, about witches that are trying to take somebody else's life path. Oh, they tried. Temperance. Somebody's in a nightmare over the new beginning that Temperance angels are getting. They really thought that they were going to take your life, take your identity, and they failed to destroy the covenant that the Most High Prime Creator has given you. Recognized, identified, you are, and we got some folks coming in saying, "Oh, you bitch," you know, because they want to try to slander us and make up a story and stuff. In the central energy for the planetary circumstance, we've got frauds and fakes wearing identities that don't belong to them that are on their way out, and they're very upset that those who actually belong in these positions are on their way up. Page of Cups is disappointed. Followed the wrong path. Many of them did. They thought that to be swindlers of love would be the way to go, and it did not work out that way. They were listening to old tyrants that were just freaking whack jobs, you know, into that freaking dominator crap. They've been called sexist and identity thieves. They've been wearing the identities of the powerful female teachers and authorities, and the universe can see through the illusion because those trapped energies that they had been using to cast them have been broken. In the challenge position, King of Pentacles, hello, thank you, Brian. In the subconscious, Four of Pentacles. So somebody's upset. The Page of Cups, trying to manipulate romantic engagements to try to get rich. Yeah. So somebody, this Four of Pentacles, they were trying to control your adventure. They wanted to get a romantic offer so that they could control your adventure. They didn't get one. They wanted to get a romantic offer so that they could control yours, and it did not work out. Recent past, better days are coming, you see. Visions are for you and me. Elevate your soul. Intentions and expectations. Two of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's seeing the truth. They don't know what to do. Except, you know, they're having a nightmare. So, of course, they want to project out their opinions about what other people do. And then they want to, like, They like to say the whole world is way fucked up. And they're the ones who can tell. And they need to fix it. But do they offer any solutions? Do they offer any reasonable solution? Or do they just offer this and say they deserve what you have because you're not doing it right? Nah, 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 nah. Well, what are you doing right? There's no encouragement. There's no creation. There's no production. There's no sharing. We got unemployed people here that want to ridicule a working bee, a queen, who got off work early to come here and tell you a story. Please show yourself so that I can block you. Nasty. Somebody is afraid and having anxiety over this new beginning and the one that you're still receiving. It's interesting how somebody could try to be uplifting others while there's somebody here insisting that it's evil. What the hell are these people talking about? I don't do any of those things. They're projecting their own consciousness out into the world, hoping it'll stick to something or someone. Let us sit here for a moment. Oh, their energy, they're sending it in. It's quite ugly. But what do we do with that? We take it in and we make it our own. And we do more of what is pissing them off with their own energy. You have no idea how much pleasure we're getting from the energy you're sending. It will help us tremendously this evening in finishing our work. I appreciate very much what you are gifting my new family. I shall alchemize it and use it wisely. The lens that is being looked through, it's time to heal. In the environment, deceit, scammer, cheater. Mouth. Hopes and fears. King of Swords. Knows the truth about the abuse, and somebody's going to get defeated. Trickster here in the environment is going to get his ass handed to him by the King of Swords. The outgoing energy. The Hermit. Research. The light. Inner guidance. The silent guidance that false telepaths cannot tap into. Protected. The inner light is protected. You're doing your research. You've done it. Somebody's being laid to rest. They're in a tower. Over the truth regarding the power of 3. And they're getting cut out. Oh shit, no wonder they're sitting here so angry. Queen of Pentacles is getting, look, the queens are getting what they want, what they deserve. Everything that these ones have been beating them up for, trying to take, they're getting it, while they're getting what they deserve. The death that they have been wishing upon everybody. Come on, don't slow down. You can't back off with the energy now. Continue pouring it in. We need it. Give it to me. It's mine. Hello, Rainbow Dragon and Monica. Hello. WS Betty Boop. Alrighty then, so Page of Cups is here, and they're disappointed. 5 of Cups. They failed with their romantic endeavor to get rich quick, to gain somebody else's foundation, to gain somebody else's opportunity. Balance. You're balanced. They can't stick anything to you. They really want to. But when they throw all their nasty energy at you, you just collect it, transmute it, and then give that to your new family, because that's what you do as a temperance angel. Well, somebody here just did a whole lot of hate, darling. It was wonderful. Powerful stuff. King of Pentacles is in the challenge position. Partnership. Somebody was trying to control your opportunity, your next adventure, and they're upset because you're balanced. They can't upset you. They can't rock your apple cart. They were misled. They received misinformation. They could be stuck at a crossroads. A gatekeeper gave them false information. Maybe they thought all they needed was a romantic liaison in order to control somebody else's destiny. Recent past, we've got a transition. Better days are coming. You're releasing the baggage, moving on from the trauma. Better days are coming. You're moving out of the rain and into the sun. Out of murky water onto the land. Your house is protected. It's got all those little, your house is surrounded by a protection. Yeah, so you're moving away from the inequality. You're leaving it behind. These ones wanted to play romantic games. They would target somebody who had value, and then they would come in and strip them of that value and then fuck them off. That's how pansy-ass little pages and their masters got ahead in the world. I don't mind saying it. A man that's unwilling to fucking work and earn what this woman target, his victim, has, is not a man. Asshole. Seeing the truth. You're not stuck at a crossroads. You're not dealing with this shit. You have clarity about the validity, the immaturity, the warring. The immaturity and the volatile way of that immaturity being in the world so badly, so poorly, that they took everything from everybody and thought that they deserved it, and they did not care about anybody's pain. They're here sometimes, and they're those first ones that were here that I had to block. Oh, they're mad. Yeah, they got death coming to them. No wonder they're so pissed. They can't put it on you. And when they try, you just transmute it and give it to your new family so they can use it. They're afraid. They're afraid because of your rebirth and your potential. The new flower, the new garden of the sun, sovereign. You are not bound. What did they say? The yoke, or they take the yoke of the burden, or whatever. Yeah, you're no longer bound. You're a sovereign being, and somebody's afraid because it's obvious you are the sovereign being, and they have been trying to siphon your energy through romantic relationships and then steal your spiritual identity and claim that they were the one who had the wealth all along. We've got defensive. You could have your guard up. You're like, hey, get away from me, little Mr. Romance. Little Mr. Trickster. Little Mr. Scammer, cheater. Little Mr. Fuck. They go have sex with somebody. They've taken the sacred and they've turned it into this something so vile that they use with such disregard and disrespect for personal gain while leaving their partner in a mess. It's so sick and immature, irresponsible, fantasy. Freaking fantasy. You're sick of the fantasy. You got your guard up. You're like, don't be feeding me that bullshit. I see what you're trying to do, Mr. Trickster, word magician, hypnotist, phony baloney. Exactly, Rainbow. And I heard them say, well, we're extinct now because they're getting cut off of the womb and the essence of the woman. So now they're going extinct. God said enough is enough. They had an opportunity to blend, to merge, to procreate with divinity, and they chose to become the assassin of it instead. So now God says, bye, goodbye, so long, you're on your own. And they know that they are going extinct because they are losing their synthesizers and their replicators. Done. With the trickster, phony, baloney bullshit. They're trying to steal from compassionate women here in the environment right now. They're deceiving, cheating, lying, sticking swords, projecting, all this black energy that you wind up having to catch and freaking transmute. And thankfully, you are a master at that. They can't cast the illusion over who and what you are. It's so obvious, and the King of Swords knows it, and he's going to be cutting these freaking little deceivers down. They're going to get defeated in a big way. Abuse. The Hermit is here with the light on, doing the research regarding Knight of Pentacles. We've got protection. Hopelessness. So the inner guidance, the inner silent communications with the universe, with the cosmos, they choose those that they shall share this wisdom with. And these people have been stealing souls and harvesting intellectual property, trying to get into the universal laws and gates and all this stuff. And the thing about it is did you think the universe was that stupid? They're not going to run their wisdom through this type of a vessel. Greedy, needy, brutalizing women and children. They can see that the messaging coming from the identity is not in alignment with the universal wisdom that's moving through the vessel housing their chosen one. So you can steal the identity of a rainbow covenant, but you cannot steal the messaging of the soul map. The universe knows who it's giving it to, and they can see that the vessel it's giving it to is shooting out some motherfucking vomit out of its mentality. It does not match. The universe knows the discrepancy. These people are hopeless. Yes, lots and lots of research have been going on, lifetime after lifetime. Without a doubt, irrefutable evidence of the patterning of that which operates on pattern. They're restless, procrastination, lazy. They're restless. They procrastinated. They did not do the job. They were lazy. They were relying on the suffering romantic partner to do the suffering, to learn the lesson, so that they could come in at the last minute, make up real nice, and then siphon the reward. That's why they come back every few years. You've been suffering, heartbroken. They come back in and they say, okay, and then they do it again and they siphon out the reward. They've been delaying true love's invitation. But you have regenerated throughout all of this abuse, and you're leaving, just like we started with, or in the recent past. You're leaving behind the inequality. They're saying it's all about reciprocation, and it's not necessarily just about what had been reciprocated. All of your sweetness and goodness and wealth in exchange for all of their evil, their shame, and their blame. You've learned how to alchemize. You're a master. You have learned the ascension that they tried to steal, and God came in when the transfer was supposed to be happening, and he knew what was going on. The universe knew which of their chosen ones were spitting out bullshit while they were pouring in proper messaging. The identity thief could not transfer it, discern it. It's very obvious. All this time they thought they were hidden, when in truth the celestial wisdom of upper dimensional wisdom is silent, and it comes through the soul, the S-O-L, the inner sun of the solar plexus chakra in the rainbow covenant. And these people who are all about the mind cannot read it. Even if they were to get the soul, they cannot interpret its messaging because they don't, it's not their vessel. It's not their frequency. They're not matched. So they make a mess out of everything. Yeah, and the ones they dress up as women, they dress up as a man and come in and woo a woman whose identity and wealth they want to receive. And then they break her heart, and then they trap her for centuries. And that's what's been going on. You got all these men out there playing the role of a queen, wearing a fucking crown that doesn't belong to them. Go check the history, the historical pictures. You can see it very clearly once you're awake. We got to cool down. So they're very disappointed. Mr. Romance is very disappointed. They could not knock you out of balance, and now we're cooling down. There is a cool down. The sun will never show for these ones again. They have been violating the celestial divine ones so badly in this manner for profit, for money, that they've been violating their partnerships. So there could be a King of Pentacles here. We've got partnership, mutual respect. It has to be mutual respect. It's not about the fact that they transferred goodness for badness. It's about the fact that their romantic, loving partner was so generous, and they kept sticking knives in them. Murder, 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 love, love, murder, 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 love, love, murder, murder. Betray, betray, betray is what the fuck they chose to be. Lifetime after lifetime as we suffered, and they lived long lives on our energy. Fuckers. Unworthy. King of Pentacles is in partnership with the uninvited guest. King of Pentacles thought that money was where it was at. He went into partnership with the uninvited guest. They thought this was a great scheme, a great scam. In order to hoard wealth and control the earth and your next adventure, your opportunities for success. They did not want any competitors. So they were sharing misinformation at the crossroads. They were supplying false reporting to the celestial keepers. They failed this time because you remained balanced, and they could not stick their shit to you. You showed up right, just as you are, and it became very clear that you are the star and they are liars. Counterfeit, soul harvesting thieves of the crown. At the crossroads, they were spreading misinformation of the true masters of the crown, of the queen, of those who had earned it. Master level shit, top level. They were stealing your trophy and your crown and your honor lifetime after lifetime. Because you were able to stay balanced, you can see it very clearly. Forbidden love. These are two men who were coming in and siphoning women while impregnating them, and then siphoning the spiritual identity and wealth out of the child. They were harvesting the celestial, fucking upper dimensional with their sleaziness. Oh, yes, they poked the bear all right. You can be certain. that those golden threads of the universe that had their wisdom twisted for their pleasure are here right now dealing with it. It has nothing to do with the female vessel that's receiving messages, the oracles or whatever. No, honey, this is the universe coming down to spank your fucking ass, and it don't matter how many of us you take out. It's going to happen regardless at this point. And even if you were to unalive us, our soul is safe and we will be going home. It's hopeless for them to gain wealth off of us these days. Two of Swords in the reverse. They don't know what to do. They can't stop you at the gate this time because you're too balanced. You're shining. You're sharing wisdom. You're sharing the truth about these immature beings, passive-aggressive behaviors, projecting their own nasty mentality onto others. Well, you're this. No. Well, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Absolutely not. I mean, I don't appreciate taking the energy of that accusation and having to transmute it for my family, but it most certainly will not remain what you think it will, because we are sovereign beings and your shit won't stick to us anymore. I want to tell you, man, I don't like absorbing your hate, but by God, I will transmute it and give it to my family so that they can empower themselves and use it against you. Fuck off, Nasty Jack. Stop your attack. Just stop. Learn to love your life. Torment. You're revealing the truth about them holding people back at the gate, recircling them back through with another round of bondage and torture and torment, with the effort of snuffing out their celestial identity forever so that they can forever wear the crown. That shit is not going to happen, you nasty ass. They've been lying about the royal celestials down here while they've been raping them as children and deceitfully convicting them of being prostitutes. Fucking assholes. Forgotten person. You're reclaiming your personal power as you overcame dependencies and toxic behaviors of these forgotten people. They've been recycling you through torturous lives and torturous deaths for centuries. They've been getting off on it. They were never your friend. They were always an enemy targeting their female opponent. It was never a competition. These entities are filled with a black energy, and the only way that they can appear as though they are a temperance angel is by sucking the light out of an actual temperance angel and transferring their own death energy into them. Yeah, nasty fuckers, man. Having a fantasy about you. Delusional psycho. You're getting a new beginning. In the environment, we got Seven of Swords, deceiver, thief, cheater, scammer, coming after a freaking Queen of Cups, hoping for compassion. They're not able to sacrifice her. There's no sacrifice. They're unable to sacrifice the Queen of Cups. They're trying though. Oh, they're trying. They got so much toxicity coming out of them. It's gross, man. King of Swords can see the truth about this abuse. Somebody's going to get defeated. They're drinking. We got the Hermit card here. You doing the research regarding Knights of Pentacles and their those Knights of Pentacles. They might want to come in to offer some kind of a protection. Maybe they need protection. We've got hopelessness. They're out of light. They're getting cut off from the star. Those who had been getting rich off of siphoning the light out of others, it looks like they're, what the hell? Yeah, they're hopeless. They're not independent. They're getting cut off from the star. They're getting cut off from the powerful sacred light, sacred shadow. They're getting cut off from the star due to the research of what they've been doing to gain money. You cannot siphon powerful women and then treat them like a prostitute and accuse them of being that. It doesn't work that way. That's not how the universe works. It's not how the cosmic advanced system works. It's not how you get ahead in the celestial realm. So your level up means the sun is going down on them. It's a cool down. God said the sun shall never show for them anymore. They will not come into your rainbow covenant and suck the light out of you anymore. Nope. You've solved the puzzle through what you have experienced, and you have protection, commitment. You're protected from the pets of the snake. Whatever they are, they're being let go. They got to let you go. They got to let you go, and that's firm. Because these people have been sacrificing you for your money with third-party affairs, and then mirroring your angelic celestial identity, spending your spiritual and fucking everybody's opinion of you up while they broadcast pornography of them having orgies or what the hell ever. They're running away. We got silence. They're being made silent with this stupid pornography photographs being broadcast throughout the cosmos with your face on it. These people are sick. Yeah, so you're divinely connected, and there's a miracle happening here. It's not just prime creator, but prime creator, okay? We got universal laws and stuff, and these people are heinous. They are going to be an eternal regret for sacrificing you and gambling with your celestial energy and wisdom and the family that you hail from. This is no slight offense. We're breaking up. This is the end. There is hope for your next encounter. Love at first sight is actually going to be legit. The scales are being balanced for those who have been getting sacrificed over and freaking over again. You've discovered the core of the problem, and you have evolved through the challenge. You've become more than you were before. You added immense value to your soul, the one that these forgotten jackasses wanted to fill themselves with, but they couldn't. You are being reconciled in divine timing. There's an understanding now of what they've been doing to the mental body, the emotional body, the physical temple, its waters, its wisdom, and your crown. The shadow in the haven that has been performing as you, because they left you behind and replaced you with a fake version. It was never fucking you. So now there's no more opportunity for these low levels who had you trapped to use you as bedroom trash, to use your sacral energy for nothing. The investigation has concluded. Divine intervention is at hand. And this clown, this addict that had everybody divine remaining single, no families, no children, no fucking nothing. Yeah, we got the apple. Communications from the apple have revealed the truth of this about what they've been doing, and all of this is coming to an end. They have no hope of ascending. The lights are going out for them. They are not powerful, sacred light and shadow. They do not belong in the place of those people. There's no power. There's just siphoning of power and baneful magic to hex, curse, and trap. That's not how divinity works. Magician, narcissist. So the page is extremely disappointed. His little cup of love didn't get filled up. You remained too balanced, and now things are cooling down for the narcissist. King of Pentacles went into partnership with an uninvited guest. Some kind of an alien, some kind of a hybrid, some kind of a freaking wacky Satan or Moloch or freaking Leviathan bullshit artist. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. It certainly wasn't anybody from the sacred shadow. And they certainly don't have a crown. They're faking it. Jerk. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody went into partnership with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, an uninvited guest, a time-traveling MFer. Principality in a rotting flesh suit. Oh, I bet that's really nice, getting into bed with that thing every night. So they're greedy, and they wanted to control the foundation of life. And your next adventure, all of your opportunities. At the crossroads, they were spreading misinformation about the masters, the top level crowns. They wanted the identity. They've been spreading misinformation, and they're busted. They're busted in a big way. The universe isn't taking kindly to this. These people thought they were big, bad, freaking sorcerers and shit. And some of them are, they're giants and stuff. But these people that they're fucking around with are titans. The original ones. And these ones that they're fucking around with are the uninvited guests, the fallen, the ones that have been living for thousands of years by siphoning the flesh, the blood of other people. Ooh. But you search us out, don't you, XS Leon? Oh, yes, you search us out, darling. You're going to get what you deserve. You better go read Psalms and try to curse me again, darling. Go do it now. Go do it now. They're getting divorced from the top level masters. Low level schwanksters fucking their way into a position. They do not have the authority or the wisdom or the power or the self freaking control to master. What, they like to stick their wick in it, and then they like to stick a knife in it and call themselves a queen. Fucker. Communicate. They want to compromise and work it out. No, I saw you operating brothels in the 4D with little girls, man. Fuck off. You're not a two-spirited person. You're a fucking mutant whack job. Trying to hijack their freaking lifestyle. Their connection to source, asshole. God, don't get me riled. Why are you doing that? Loosh. Loosh. So we've got the Two of Swords here. They're not able to stick you at the gate. They're not stopping you at the gate with this bondage. You're spilling the beans. You're telling the truth about how they've been violating everybody with this miscommunication. They're getting cut off. They've been intentionally causing divorces for the queens who look, man, with misinformation at the crossroads. And I'm here to tell the story as Spirit would like everybody to hear. This is what the nasty ass jacks have been doing, and there's no more of this bullshit, you a-hole. At least that is my hope and my intention. You can be certain I will speak loud about it. And you shall not go back into that space. Narcissist. Liar. Tormentor. Wannabe woman. Yeah, we gotta move on. We're moving on. These immature people have been using our energy to do baneful magic to bind us, and those curses and those hexes have been canceled. We're moving on. They're moving on. There's a separation here. So they're afraid over your rebirth. They're afraid of the sun and your sovereignty. You're a celestial one. We've got an old, past, forgotten person here having health issues. Because of your rebirth and your sovereignty, they are afraid, having anxiety. They could not trap you and wear your crown again. God said, no, no, no. It's time for you to go learn the lessons. The universe told on everybody that they thought they were getting away with it, with their illusions. But the universe can see that the messaging they're moving through their chosen vessel is coming out perverted. So there's obviously something wrong. The illusion cracked. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So there's deceit and theft of the Queen of Cups and her talent. We've got somebody here trying to cheat, scam their way into her gifts. Liar. So there's a deceiver, scammer in the environment, pretending that they are a compassionate, talented person. And we've got liar. So in the environment, there's a deceiver, scammer. They're targeting a naturally talented Queen of Cups. Be careful of someone being sneaky. They're out here lying, lying, lying. They're on both the left and the right side of the Queen of Cups and her natural born talent. Lying, 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 lying. So they're bringing it in. The King of Swords can see the truth of it, about this this abuse and this attempted conflict. Somebody's getting defeated. They are drinking. Gold digger. They're seen as a liar. The Hermit's here with the research regarding a Knight of Pentacles and what they've been doing to get their money. They are feeling hopeless because they have been disconnected from the powerful light and the powerful shadow of the crown. They've lost their queen that they were abusing. You're opening your heart and you're moving. So yeah, they're feeling hopeless. They have lost their queen. They've lost the one that made their life so nice. Done. You're opening your heart up and you're leaving. Patience. Just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. Those who gambled with the sun, with the fire sign, the sun, could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Those who gambled with the light of the sun are confessing on what they have done. They built everything on this energy, and now they're losing everything. They kept sticking knives, wanting more, 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 more. They're being let go. To make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. Date night. These people got to go back and they got to learn it. They got to go through what they put you through in the mental body, in the emotional body. Pets. They gained their intuition by sacrificing pets. They could be, spying on people. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Spying on people of the earth to see who they could have sex with and trap in a karmic cycle. The answer is no. 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 Expect to hear from them soon and give it time, because luck is on your side. You're protected. Your commitment is protected, but you still need to use caution because these jackasses are out here causing challenges for people. Okay? And we don't need that. They're being moved away at a distance. They're being moved out of the territory. But yeah. Why? Because they were doing love spells to get marriages and then impregnate people. So they're getting moved out of the territory because they just wanted to impregnate somebody to latch on to those spiritual identities and that celestial wealth. These are celestial thieves of upper dimensional soprano wealth. They are going to get catastrophized. They are going to get genocided because it's what they've been doing to us here in this realm. Many Homo sapiens have gone extinct, but they are being raised up again and given another opportunity. God is like, what the hell are you doing, you freaking whack job? Thiever of identity. All right, so Page of Cups is very disappointed and in regret. You remained balanced. You remained temperance. They could be feeling bad for messing with you. There is a pause, a cool down. No more sun for that guy. He's a narcissist, too full of himself. He thought all he had to do was go fuck somebody to be a god, darling. To be a celestial god, all I gotta do is go fuck one of those animals over there. Keep sticking her with knives every once in a while. Yeah, that's how to do it. Fuck with people's minds. To say that you went crazy. Yeah, all that stuff is coming back on them. Anybody who did that shit to you is coming back on them. They will go crazy. We're closing some tabs. We will no longer have mental access. We still have the curator here in the Royal Celestial Council House, which is the collective telepathic community. And they are still here with their false telepathy and their stupid ass leeches into the minds of those that they had ensnared. They're being removed slowly but surely. They're desperate to unalive the 3D vessel that they think is housing this energy, this crown. They're getting cut off, and they think that if they can unalive the 3D vessel housing that crown, that they can keep the crown. Problem for them is the universe is aware of them, everything that they've done and everything that they're planning. And while they think they're being quiet, the skills at communicating are far greater when you are a true celestial being. So they're just fooling themselves. King of Pentacles went into a union with an uninvited guest, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, comparing themselves to everybody else. Ew, I'm so pretty. They hate women. They don't want women. They want a man because they have intellectual superiority. Well, no, they fucking don't. You little asshole. Piss off. It has nothing to do with the intellect, moron. It has everything to do with who you know or who wants to know you. Dumbass. There's no more pause. The greedy one was trying to control your next adventure at the crossroads. They spread misinformation, trying to get a divorce on the crown. And we've got, no, there's no pause. They will not be doing that. In fact, what they will be doing is without pause, they will be getting cut out of this royal energy. You're leaving behind the inequality of this taboo love union. They want to compromise, forgive, work it out. Hell the fuck no. Go back to your own dimension and have a sweet little fucking life and stay away from us. How about that? We want a second son, actually, yes, and it's going to be the golden one, just like it's going to be grand, it's going to be great, and that's the whole purpose here. It's all I've ever known in my head. What is your purpose here? To bring heaven to earth, to recognize the divine within, to let it shine, and to bring its wisdom, and get away from these nasty ass jacks trying to glorify themselves and convince you of their grand status when it's already inside of you. You're the one here to bring it. Why are you listening to this piece of shit? They can't stop you at the crossroads this time. It is seen very clearly the bondage and the torment that they have been doing to innocent and pure ones, carrying a divine presence within them. We've got moving on. Unavailable? It's a waste of time. It's over. These people, look, Productivity is not your personality. Everything is weird. Nobody knows what they're doing. These assholes who have a microphone and they're being televised into everybody's living room, they're faking it. They're reading a script and they're misguiding everybody. They're distracting them from source connection. They're distracting them from their inner divinity. They're telling them, look how pretty I am. Look how pretty I am. You got to be like me. You got a facial blemish. Oh no, you got a belly. Oh no, you don't fit the model of what an angel is supposed to be. When the fucking sun is here inside of you, in a vessel, universally chosen to house it. It doesn't matter what these low-life fuckers in silk suits say about your vessel. They don't know what they're doing. They're tormenting everybody's minds, getting them to reject themselves, getting them to see themselves as unworthy, a sinner. You better go plead with the priest, for God's sake. Oh, God's not in you. Oh. God put a whole fucking light body inside of you, and you're letting some asshole tell you that you have no shine? Come on, man. You're giving your status away to somebody who has to read a book in order to know what it is they should tell you to get you just right. Because somebody's in fear and anxiety over your rebirth. You are the sun. The sun is in you. You're shining brightly. It's so clear that this is the harvest that they have to command in order to be seen as a successful man or woman. They need you in partnership and they need you to compare yourself to everybody else, to compete. But there's no competition with a fraud having darkness inside of them. There's no competition with this. Giving it away. Oh, what can I do for you, sir? Oh, giving it away. Where's God in your life? Is he coming out of the mouth of the priest, or is he speaking to you silently on the inside, pulling you through impossible challenge? Or are you going to go to some self-glorifying jackass? What should I do? Who's going to steal everything from you and mislead you with their lies? Because they want your love and they want your talent. You have to give that to them and allow them to be your guide. You got to give up God, who's filled you with the light, and then give it to these guys so that they can keep you in their little circle of deceit. It's crazy. I like these cards. The light is ahead. The light is within you. Child celestial. You're the actual one that belongs there. And they need a partnership with you so that at some point they can break your heart and step in as your spiritual identity. And then just keep you here doing their business. Go run there. Go do this. Use your whatever energy I left to you so you can serve me like this. Oh, come on, man. You're not here to serve a man wearing any kind of authority. Because people here wearing authority, they don't actually have authority. They blow up people's minds, they fuck with their world, and they say, okay, now you got to do what I say and I'll lead you out of the storm that they brought you with all these sacrifices and shit. Come on, man. They're blown away. They're blown away by your sovereignty. You're recognized as a true celestial child of the divine, and you are identifiable. You are a sovereign being, a sentient being, and they've been treating you like you're an animal. It's time to heal. Our souls are weary. They tried their best to put out our light. It was delusional, this crap. They thought if they did this to you often enough that they could convince the divine that you were not sovereign, but you stayed balanced, and they could not cast the illusion. You're not crazy. I mean, you might be a little bit wacko because you got your north, south, east, west, upper, under, and center. And, you know, you got to visit all of those emotional characters in order to keep yourself from having an internal or external flat tire or blowout, right? So it's just better if you kind of just dwell within the all that you are, just kind of go brrr, spin in your circle, and sometimes it looks a little crazy, but hey, it's never going to get out of hand because you're always living the flow. The universal flow that's moving through you because it chose to move through you, because you don't have any blockages and you're not hindering it, and you're not sticking your own perception, your own ideas, you're not skewing it with your with these people who interfere and say, oh no, it's got to look like this. Well, I'm sorry, that's not what the universe is saying. The universe says it has to be this, this, and this, and I'm sorry you don't have understanding. I may not either, but I am in flow. That's why you're the one that was chosen. And these guys, they don't understand it. You have no conception about this or that job. And it's like, you don't need to. You're in flow with the universe. And the universe is here creating a second sun. Creating a heaven. Through you. Problem is you got these dominator tyrants who want to F everybody and command what it is that's moving through you. But what the universe is moving through you is silent. In the soul, and even if they were to capture your soul, they can't read what the universe is saying. You're not behind. See all those trophies, all those documents, all those titles, all that glory. It all belonged to you. 6,000 years they've been taking your honor at the gate with lies and reducing you to a page, while they siphon the initiation reward and elevate themselves into emperor that they never earned the status of. The light is not in them. They're wearing it because people give it to them and then follow their erroneous guidance into another cycle of harvesting your honor. Seven of Swords, deceit, theft, lying, cheating, scheming, a compassionate Queen of Cups, naturally talented, born with natural talent. We got a liar out here, being sneaky without rest. This card reads, even machines need to power down, need to rest, but they're not. It's lying without stop. It's all they know. It's all they got. It's all they are. They target compassionate people who have talent, and then they spin a web of lies around them. Look at it. It's both sides in the environment. You're surrounded by this shit. You're surrounded right now. Lies without rest. Lying, cheating, scheming. You don't accept this shit. Don't defend yourself either. Just stand in your shining glory, in your sovereignty, and be what you are. It'll speak for itself. Don't lower yourself to their antagonistic levels Absorb the energy if you must and transmute it, make it your own, and then use it for beneficial purposes, but don't take anything more than that. They're gold diggers. They want you to drop your frequency so they can stick their shit and then dig the gold, the loosh. But if you don't give it to them, if you just take their shit and suffer through the discomfort of alchemizing it, then it becomes your stuff. So the King of Swords is what we got. We got defeated. There could be a King of Swords that is an authority that is bringing a defeat or dealing with the abuse of these gold diggers. They could be a King of Swords that is abusive. We got drinking gold digger. I don't know if it's the King of Swords that is an abusive, alcoholic gold digger, or if he's just there dealing with that. But this compassionate Queen of Cups, who's got natural born talent, is surrounded by deceivers and liars in the environment. They want her money. They want her crown. Restart. Restart. Turn yourself off and turn yourself on, gold digger. You could be about ready to hit the restart. The Hermit is here doing the research on the Knight of Pentacles. How did you get your money? If you got it in a bad way, then it's bad, because they're feeling hopeless right now. They can't rejuvenate. They got separated from this crown, this powerful female energy of light and shadow, sacred. They're opening their heart and they're moving. They're right out of there. They're taking all that they are and they're getting right the hell out of there. No more consuming the sacred light and sacred shadow out of the temperance, divine, celestial. Nope. No more feeding. We're saying no. It's not your problem. We're choosing ourselves. Go away, gold digger. We're not giving you the gold. We're not going to get involved in your stupid disaster. That's happening to you. It's not happening to us. And it's not our job to save you from God, who is delivering vengeance. I'm getting involved in that shit. No. No. I'm not getting involved in that. I'm letting you go. Letting you go. It won't be perfect, but it will be okay. You'll be safe. You'll be fine. It's not going to be perfect, but limitless potentiality dwells within imperfection. Anybody who wants limitlessness, potential to be creative, man, you can't be stripping out what you're perceived to be flaws. It's like one man's trash is another man's treasure. I mean, really. I mean, people in their perceptions can sometimes get things twisted. And then before you know it, you got a bunch of little perfect Barbie dolls running around in high heels and tight-fitting skirts with their perfect little beretta or beret or whatever the hell that is. I'm the perfect perception of what an angel should be. Well, no, the fuck you're not. I'm sorry. I should not cuss so much. It always seems to come out of me. I don't actually talk like this in the real world. I actually don't. It's weird. It always comes out here. I guess people in spirit, spirit must be very passionate. I don't know. They're not very happy at this time, and they don't mind expressing it, I suppose. Page of Cups is in regret over what they did with their love life. You remained balanced, you remained temperance, and now there is a cool down. The sun is going down on this guy, this narcissist. They got to calm their thoughts. They're running around in their head. All that mental magic is going back on them, because you maintained your balance. You did not lose your mind. They wanted to convict you of being unstable, mentally, what is that word they use? Something about unstable. But that's just the Wi-Fi streaming of their radio shows that they like to pin on people because they're moving it through our transmitter receiver. So they think that when they move this kind of thought through our receiver, that they can cast the illusion that it's our thought and then deceitfully convict us of it. And they've been doing that for a long time. They've been accusing us of having the thoughts that they've been pushing in to our mind. They're going to go back and they're going to experience what they've been doing to the people. They're going to experience it. It's not going to be fun. In my instance, it was over 20 years, but they've been doing this to more than just one. These guys are probably going to have consecutive lifetimes of misery. King of Pentacles is here in partnership with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, uninvited guest, time traveling mofo, principality, and a rotting corpse. We have no open ending. Dude is not going to go through the door. We're reading between the lines. What is unspoken speaks the loudest. We're reading with our soul. The uninvited guest, the King of Pentacles, in partnership with an uninvited guest, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We're reading with our soul, the energy with our soul. Why? Because they're shape-shifting, body hopping principalities. That's why. So, yeah. They're out there glorifying themselves all the time, and you're reading between the lines. What is unspoken speaks the loudest. These are word magicians, hypnotists, principalities of a giant sort, and they're very good mental manipulators. They're losing their magic. This card says, not everything needs to resolve. Some magic lives in the unknown. They're losing their magic. They can't resolve something with magic. We're closing. The ending is over. It's closing. We are at a closed door. They were greedy and controlling everybody's future at the crossroads by spreading misinformation and causing the divorce for the crown. We got pause in the reverse. There's no pause this time. You're a master. You're a scene. They can't cast the illusion. We've got unopened letter. They've been filing false reports at the gate. The gatekeepers could have been these principalities, body snatchers. They could have taken them over. They got rid of all the psychics. They kept burning us as witches, trying to sever our connections with the celestial realms so that they could continue to claim themselves conquerors of the sun. But we came back online and we can see what they are. And yeah, it's like they're screwed now. They're just and all memories. Look, they've been stuffing their memories into you. So they've been taking your light. They're like, hey, throw your light over here. Help us out. We got to do this. We got to do. So you took your inner divine and you're like, okay, there you go. And they're like, okay, we're going to give you these memories now. They're going to start funneling their memories into your light body, and it's going to become part of your energy signature and your historical value or whatever. This is crap. Those memories, those energies, the things that they were doing in your light body energy doesn't belong to you. They used your vessel and your light in a criminal way. Now they want to forgive and work it out. No, man. The way that they painted you in the eyes of, they painted your celestial essence with their own deviancy. They poured in memories of their own activities like blood sacrifice, orgies, or whatever the fuck they were doing into your energy. And it was carrying the signature of the memory of what they did. So you were being seen as it. You understand? Stop comparing yourself to others. You don't want to be like them. You don't want to be like them. You've got your own light, your own song, your own soul connected to source, guiding you silently. And all you got to do is be silent while it kind of pours through you and becomes a natural part of your existence. You will never hear it here unless something drastic is about to happen and you're told to turn left or to don't go. It will be kind on the mind and the soul when it's proper, masterful communication. So, you have spilled the beans about what they've been doing at the crossroads. They can no longer do that to people. These immature people can no longer bind and torment people at the gate, at the crossroads. Absolutely not. You're moving on. Because they've been replacing you, the divine celestials, at the gate with those who did not do shit. They don't know shit. They didn't do shit. They're not part of this celestial family. They're wielding energy that they do not know how to manifest, grow, or manage. And they hurt people with it, with their baneful magic. And then they use these lies that they're looking up, they're scripted, and their source, whoever it is that traded you out at the crossroads, is giving them a rhetoric and saying, okay, go program the minds of the people now. They stripped your voice at the crossroads and replaced you with a numbskull that was just laying down and fucking everything and defiling the collective energy of the celestial bodies. We're in a sacred pause. It's not punishment, it's preparation. These people who have been tormenting everybody while wearing their identity and spewing this scripted shit, they're all speaking the same shit to guide people away from their own energy, their own inner divinity, their soul guide, their silent guide, by filling their mind with this shit. That does not belong to them. So we're in a sacred pause. We're in a state of preparation. Somebody is very afraid over you being the actual sun. You have sun inside of you. You got a powerful soul in your solar plexus, rainbow covenant, divine connection, celestial. This forgotten person is having health problems and they're like, oh shit. Now everything that they did to your mind over thousands of years is coming back on them. Health issues are arising. They're making it a crisis, and it's not a crisis. They're reading the script of somebody who wants to control the crown. They're not even out there trying to do and improve their own life. They're spreading misinformation, trying to steal a life from somebody that actually worked very hard to become what they are. The universe said enough is enough, man. For the shapeshifter, you have changed. And these people are like, oh, they're like, oh shit, man. They had you trapped for thousands of years and you've shifted. You've become the phoenix. And they're like, oh no, all this stuff is coming back. All this stuff is coming back. You're seen as a sunny, sovereign being. You are celestial. And this forgotten person is about ready to have some serious health issues. It's time for you to heal. You're battle worn. And these people are delusional. You're getting a new beginning. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and you're not behind. They've been taking your status and honor for lifetimes. You are far more than they ever could be. Their little top hat, their little fancy shoes. Come on, man. That's your honor they're wearing, while trying to convince you that you're nothing. While trying to convince you that the bullshit memories of the nasty shit they did belongs to you. And that they are this. Come on. Come on. Reclaim yourself. Stop listening to mouth bullshit. Cosmic threads and vanishing point. So there's deceit, liar, thieving regarding the Queen of Cups and the natural born talent. Lies that never ever rested. We've got cosmic threads and vanishing point. Or the liar. The liar couldn't power you down. They couldn't take your light. They couldn't get you institutionalized. You are connected to the universal cosmic threads. They see you, identify you as the one they chose all that time ago. You are the soul, the light that they have been giving guidance to. And these ones have been pretending to be the identity of the mind. So while like I said, the guidance is coming in through the soul, there's nothing lustful or perverse about it. It's silent, it's gentle, it's powerful. And then it's supposed to move through your chakra covenant and then manifest. It has nothing to do with intellect. These people are fucked in the cabeza. They're delusional. They think that this is where everything is born. Are you kidding me? Everything is born from light. Even the mute can create in a powerful celestial way. It does not have to become word. It can be action. King of Swords knows the truth about this fight, this conflict, this abuse. There's some kind of defeat here. Somebody's drinking. The gold digger is drinking. We got restart. Restart is being hit right now for the Lightkeeper. The Lightkeeper is hitting restart. The gold digger is drinking. They're like, oh shit. The Lightkeeper is hitting restart. King of Swords. We got King of Swords. What we got knows the truth about this conflict. King of Swords could be a gold digger that's drinking. We got the Hermit with the light on the inside about the Knight of Pentacles. How did you get your money? What did you do to gain your wealth? They're feeling hopeless here because they've been disconnected from the Rejuvenator. They've been disconnected from the Rejuvenator. They've committed blasphemy. against the Holy Spirit of the celestial realms that was here to guide and correct them. And they didn't want to be corrected. They didn't want to try. They didn't even want to hear it. They considered her too young. This is a celestial female, a daughter, who they're eternally young. But they carry wisdom from thousands and thousands and thousands, eons, in their light. And they covered you in the cloud of their own sick energy, where they were having orgies and blood magic and, whatever they were doing to the animals. I don't know, man, but they were putting it in your energy, cloud covering you, so that you would do less, so that you would be seen as less. Lies at the crossroads, they covered you. And you didn't even have to be there, because once they got energetic connection, they can spend your whole life pouring shit into your energy. If you're not aware, if you're not able to separate or cord cut, many people out here don't even know that this witchery is occurring. They don't even know how many people have been sticking knives in them while they sleep, while they're dreaming. Crazy, man. 9 of Wands. It's time to heal from this delusion. You're getting a new beginning. There could be a water sign here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're not behind. Everybody's been wearing your honor and carrying around your trophy with your graduate certificate hung and framed on their wall. Door of no return. Now, when this card fell out and I put it back in and then I shuffled again and it came back out. So, door of no return. You're not behind. You're not behind. You have earned your honor over and over and over and over again. And just because you may be young does not make it untrue. The honor always belonged to you. There are many of you out there that have been used in this way while your energy and your essence was covered in shame and blame. You understand? And you were robbed, man, at the gate by those who pretended to be your friend. Lightkeeper is hitting start. The Hermit is looking at the way these knights have been getting their money. They're feeling hopeless. They've been disconnected from the sacred light and the sacred shadow. You're moving. You're opening your heart. You're getting a new love. Nobody's going to be feeding on love anymore. You're choosing yourself. This scenario is not your problem, and you're saying no. This is not your problem. It's not selfish to take care of those shining celestial guide inside of you. Do you understand? It's not selfish to take care of the inner celestial guide inside of you. The whole world can take big shits on your head for centuries, and that will save you. But you gotta learn to walk away and trust it. And be patient through the pain of it. Sacred shadow or sacred light. It all depends on where you align. There's no bark beetles in this space of the divine. It's perfect temperance, harmonized. These people are going into a cave of echoes because you're choosing yourself. They cannot communicate with you anymore. They will no longer have access to the lucid pathways. They will no longer have access to the clarity of the lucid pathways. They have to make their way on their own. They're in a cave of echoes because they belong in a cave of echoes. They didn't earn this status. They're going to go to the cave of echoes and they're going to silently bloom. They're going to get their nighttime wings and then they're going to fly up that tunnel and they're going to reach the sun and then they're going to transform once more. You have infinity inside of you and you're skybound. This mission is complete, or nearly so. Between worlds, you are not lost, you are becoming something more. So you were buried alive, but somebody spilled the bottle, and you're returning, reborn. While whoever had cursed you is now moonlocked in your sacred shadow. There's a he that's never coming. Some kind of fantasy. And we've got clarity here, ready to guide you from within. Hearts are aligned. The light is on. We're being magnetically pulled to our next location. The ghost of you is about ready to walk through the door to your next location. And there is a return to wholeness. You are being rewoven. You've received your invitation. Because you no longer fight what used to scare you. You're not full of malice. You're not full of a need for vengeance. You don't carry grudges. You don't live your day-to-day going manic about your history of betrayal or whatever the hell. You just let it go and you move on and you find something to make you happy. Maybe you plant a flower garden. I went to the lavender fields the other day and the woman was like, well, she said, when I planted this, she said she didn't think anybody was going to come. But now she's got chairs out everywhere. And people actually go to the lavender fields and they buy her delicious cookies and stuff. And they just sit there, and she's got beautiful music, and you can just sit there and watch the bees and the birds and the butterflies and the wind and feel the wind. She makes lavender lemonade. It's so nice, man. A day trip to the lavender fields is so nice. But anyway, she says that it's good for her soul because she didn't think anybody was going to come. But now that everybody likes to come and hang out, it's like, oh, it's so lovely seeing somebody loving what it is that you love and what it is that you have chosen to share, to produce and share. She has honey, she has bath salts, she has cookies, she has freaking everything, man. That's where I got this. Lavender with cedar shavings. You can use it in your drawer or you can burn it in your smudge. It's wonderful stuff. Anyway, I don't know why I said that, except that it's wonderful. I love flowers. I'm really into flowers. So I think I'm just going to pull from this deck real quick. I might do the little deck too after this, but let's just look. Wouldn't you like to know, honey? All right, so the Page of Cups is very disappointed that you remained balanced while they were trying to mess up your mind. This narcissist is going to go backwards and experience the pain and the suffering that they gave you, only they're going to do it without the presence of your celestial light. They should have done the work while you were here to make it easy for them. Now they got to go do it on their own. And it's sad because they have compounded their own nastiness by trying to put it on other people so often. Consuming them. They consume earth angels. They eat them up. And then they pretend that they're just like them. But they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Oh, if I can consume the energy, I can be just like them, says the curator. Yes, he can. But he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing because he's a psycho without source connection, without inner silent universal wisdom and guidance. He was not chosen, and he can't just step in and receive that wisdom. It doesn't work like that. It's so weird that money worshippers thought the whole entire universe and that Prime Creator would be so gullible. So they were controlling the foundation and your life by misinformation at the crossroads. They're getting divorced from the crown immediately. A truth you never said is still reshaping your future. You have escaped the trap of the mimicker. You're no longer trapped by them. They thought it was it's too good to be true. They wanted to mimic your value by consuming you. For money, for your celestial status, for your crown. They could not trap you. They're going back. They're a false flame, and they're going back. They've been feeding. This curator is still here, hoping. He's going the F back. You're transitioning. You're going to let go of that baggage. They made an unfair evaluation of you, Celestial. Much like the purity in you could not recognize the malice in them all those centuries ago, the malice in them cannot understand the purity in you that gets you chosen over and over and over again. They can't understand it. No matter how many times they consume you, lifetime after lifetime, they still don't understand the wisdom. I could be just like her. All I gotta do is consume her. Oh, I could be just like her. No, what it'll be is you'll have your owl self access to a power that destroys. And without proper wisdom, without the ability to manage self and the power that the universe is wanting to move through, these people destroy. They consumed while torturing people. leaving you alone to get the job done by yourself. You have risen, and now these motherfuckers are going to go back to where they came from. Violently, most likely. Karmic justice is here. They're having anxiety over your rebirth, the rebirth of this son, the sovereign son. This forgotten person is having health issues. They're like, oh no, you have shapeshifted. You have become the phoenix. You are a risen one. And they're distracted. They're distracted by your independence. You did it all by yourself. And now everything that they did to you is coming back on them. Yes, they are a rainbow dragon. They're rotting. Right now, you can see. No, we won't. Absolutely not. They tried to make all of our species, Homo sapiens, appear to be what they are. They poisoned the food supply. They put human meat in the food supply to frame us as being cannibals. They're of a different genetic system, so they can kind of say, you know, whatever. I don't know what they're saying. But they tried to frame us as eating each other, and then they ran this shit through our mind, through our energy, and our emotional body to say that we were that. Anger, a pus piddle, you know, unable to stand up or defend or support or be strong in any way. I mean, they really messed with people. And then tried to accuse us of being what they were trying to cast the illusion of, this Wi-Fi freaking voice to skull bullshit artistry that they were forcing into our transmitter receiver, organic, original communication system of the celestial realm, here to receive messaging and create a heaven on earth. We were hijacked. But you've got self-discipline. They tried to make you an alcoholic. They tried to turn you into a drug addict. They tried to say that you were. They tried to transfer their own addictive qualities into you with their stupid magic. You must have given up alcohol a long time ago, or whatever it was that maybe you chose, because this says feeling empowered by choosing sobriety over alcohol. You focused on long-term discipline rather than short-term comfort. So while these jackwagons were embroiled in their very bad routine, and maybe for many lifetimes, they had stuck you with a family that had alcohol issues or whatever, so you grew up being that. This lifetime, it did not work. This lifetime, you have mental clarity. You focused on clarity, sobriety. You changed. They can no longer, through the use of alcohol, portray you as a loose cannon with anger issues. You're in full command of your capacity. Their accusation that you're not responsible or knowing enough is it's just words coming out of the mouth of a lesser being trying to use word magic over the minds of other people that they want to reject you. So you're defensive. You got your guard up regarding these stupid fantasy makers. They're delusional. You're going to get a new beginning. This is a water sign. You could be a water sign. Maybe you're going to cross the water. You're not behind. These people have been wearing your honor and carrying around your trophy for lifetimes. And now you're going to enter in through a door of no return. The royal mother stated that the celestial beings, this is your last lifetime story. You're going home. Nothing these people say can change that. If God, if the celestial father and the emancipated royal mother and Amun Ra and Bastet and all these people who actually matter say that you have graduated, if they say that they have identified you as independent and this one as a consumer, money worshiper, you're going home. There's nothing they could do about it. They manipulated your life path. They drove you into failure and then accused you of being that. This person you probably don't even know. It's some forgotten person from lifetimes ago who's been driving your life lifetime after lifetime, and they've been considering themselves a fucking conqueror of your son. And they've been living in the celestial realm, wearing your energy that they've been harvesting. And every fucking buddy else that they've been cornholieing or raping or sacrificing, asshole's been having a field day in the house of the celestial father and the mother, who is now emancipated and homed, and these motherfuckers are gonna lose their heads. I don't give a shit about it. Bitch, fuck off. We're going through a door of no return. You will never return here. If anything ever goes haywire, you can be certain these consumers shall never obtain this celestial power ever again. Never will they have it to fuel their baneful magic and their ridiculous profit system ever again. These false prophets guiding folks right into their little trap. Those who have been lying without stop. We've got cosmic threats and vanishing point. Honor. You have honor. They're not taking your honor this time. It's yours. It's yours. They're not taking it this time. You're not giving it to them. God won't let you. No, and neither will the universe. The universe recognizes you as the one that they chose long ago, and they've been recycling you through while wearing your identity, fucking up your messaging, because it's internal, it's on the soul, it's not in the intellectual, which these asshats who aren't even human couldn't understand. The number 13 is on this card. You're about ready to exit the cosmos or go to another space in the cosmos. It could just look it's going to look very similar. I think you're going to wake up one day and it's just everything's going to be different, but yet the same. You know how sometimes you get deja vu things? It's like, wow, I feel like I've been here before. Yeah, you might have timeline jumped or something. I don't know. That might be what deja vu is. King of Swords knows the truth about this conflict, and this gold digger is drinking. Duffy. The Lightkeeper is pushing the restart button. And there is an unexpected event. For those who are chasing quick gains, they overestimated their potential and their ability, and they underestimated the risks. We're having an unexpected event here. The Lightkeeper is pushing restart. These asshats touted themselves conquerors of the sun, and now they're going to get what they deserve from he who carries all authority. Motherfucker. Nasty Jack. Did you like beating up women and children, Nasty Jack? Did you? Did you enjoy that? You're choosing you. These assholes can stay right where the fuck they are. This is you. This is not your problem. This is you. They're not your problem. You're not their savior. They were supposed to listen. You're allowed to come first in your story. It's what the divine, cosmic, celestial realm sent you here with. Your story. Your story. These gold diggers out here having you live every fucking buddy else's story except for your story. So they've got no exit. They're going to prison. While your channel is going to get promoted and you're going to be getting more money. Those who gambled with you trying to get a quick gain missed the deadline. They missed the deadline. Bad news. Bad news is that you're getting sudden wealth because it's impossible to reverse it. They wanted sudden wealth, but the sudden wealth is going to you. It's yours, and they cannot reverse what they did. Danger is approaching them. Whatever they wanted for you, their intentions are going to be their gift. Mr. Rich, you're in a commitment. The gift has a commitment. If anybody wants to ask the gift for a commitment, the rejection, like we got no. No. You came back strong. You were flexible. And those who are exploiting you need a lifesaver because the divine is here kicking their ass. Digital detox. It's been real clear blue skies here for about a week and a half there, Rainbow Dragon. I'm hoping it gets real hot this summer. I mean, it will be. We're going to have some fires, but hey, you know. Let the fire burn inside. Let it burn, let it burn. Yeah, because the worm of narcissism, this presence, this principality with a personality that is narcissistic and misogynistic. It's very cruel. There are many entities out there that carry this same personality. They are being controlled by the same worm-like parasite. Unfortunately, some of us have relatives that have this, and we know that to invite them into our house, see, they come in and they try to impress us by doing certain things, and then all of a sudden their eye lights up and you can see that little POS in their eyes, and then they start boom, boom, boom. And it's like, okay, once I see that, it's like out, because I'm not entertaining no damn principality. The walls are closing in. There's no more space for denial. Only resolution. And these nasty jacks are being condemned. These false flames are being condemned. There's a celebration here. The woman gets to reach out first. She doesn't have to deal. You know what? In my youth, I was always getting asked out on dates. I mean, I wasn't an ugly woman. I was pretty attractive young woman. You know, and I was always getting asked out on dates, but they were always these kind of scumbags. Hey, let's go get it on. Let's go get it on. And I'm like, hey, no thanks. You know, no thanks. So then what happens? They get angry. They get their feelings hurt. Their ego gets twisted. And then they start throwing negative thoughts at you. And they start wishing bad stuff on you. And they start doing things to cause you an issue. And if you've had 15 requests for a date in a month or whatever, and you denied them, and all of them got this fucked up attitude toward you, and it builds, man, it compounds over time. One of the most relieving points in my life was when they did death magic on me and I got fat. It was a relief. All of a sudden, those people stopped looking at me with lust in their eyes. I was like, fuck, man. The assault against my soul from that alone was far worse than having a period, I can tell you. You're entering into your destiny. Your power lies in patience. You're very patient. And you know when to use your power, or the universe knows when to move it through you. The channel of the universe. And people are gossiping about the way they were using you, puppeting you. And now they're trying to escape your family. Casanova's trying to escape your new family. Or the one that they've been lying at the gate and keeping you away from your kingdom spouse. Oh, Casanova's going to get fucked up bad. Because they've been sending up a devil woman as a replacement to defile the reputation and the energy of her kingdom spouse, you fuck. They're coming together. He could see that you were abandoned. And while these people were spying on you and messing with you, you were pushing love up the hill, and he's been there lonely, waiting, while somebody else took credit for pushing that love up the hill, and it became a man. Some fucking man was harvesting your effort at the gate and then presenting themselves as some stupid leader here of love. They're going in the shredder. Third party, Mr. Fuck, whore, rapist, whatever, you jackass, you're going away. There's a twin flame getting an unexpected surprise. Mr. PDF file is overloaded. Yeah. Because you restored clarity. They might be going numb and malfunctioning. They are contracted together. He married somebody and tried to take you out. This person who was promised your identity is now choking them out because you sought help and you got yourself an invitation. Yes. Mr. Small Offering is getting delivered an ultimatum and a fatal blow while you're getting a new beginning. Yeah. Secret weapon. A secret weapon is coming. Mr. PDF, Mr. Teddy Bear Boy, all I have to do is fuck my way into the celestial kingdom and I can go pretend like I'm a divine celestial god. Have fun, go yeah. Motherfucker, all I gotta do is make digital pornography and blast it out over the black web throughout the cosmos of his person's divine wife for petty gain, fucking up the reputation of their family. There will be no more collaboration with money worshippers. We're going to be doing our research on how it is that they have gotten their wealth and how it is that they've produced, created, and became what they are. And if they cheated by fucking over somebody else, casting illusions, they're getting arrested and going to prison. I, for one, won't care a bit about it. I am sick and tired of sleazeballs looking down their noses at their victims, at their rape victims. May every little girl that they drop a bomb on in some other foreign country be freed, freed, freed. May the harvest go very, very terribly for these rotting corpses. May every single captive that they have be freed. And I don't give a fuck about their need. These greedy little consumers. May you never, never, ever, ever, ever feed on anyone's emotional suffering or value again while you recycle them back into the status of a page, you piece of shit. We got love spell. They do love spells on people in order to gain a connection, an emotional connection, and then they fuck up the mind. These narcissists, it's the way that they do it. And they do it everywhere. It's a global network of harassment. And any of you assholes on my page right now talking your slanderous bullshit are part of that network. And you're gonna be called out. Look into my eyes, darling. Ooh. Mocking you. Trying to disguise their fear. You didn't fall in their trap. They tried to mimic you and they couldn't trap you. But they don't own you. The royal celestial ones are free, and these ones are getting divorced out of their energy. These fakes, these false people, they underevaluated you. They underestimated the cosmic reality of the fucking universe, you dumb shit. You and your sacred spells and your beautiful wisdom of manipulating energy and elements and fucking with the lives of people. You're so brilliant. The universe has to come and fuck you up now. Do you understand? They don't give a fuck about your projections or your opinions about people like me. The universe knows me. And they know you're a mouth. They probably know what you said to try to get into other people's house. So they don't own you. They made an unfair evaluation of you. You're getting a house. The universe is going to take care. Now, when the cosmic force comes down and they say, okay, everybody's going to get a proper foundation. You're going to get a house, you're going to get some land, you're going to get everything you need so that you can connect to the inner divine and you can start creating cosmically. Create the heaven on earth that you are here to do. Be in purpose. You're not going to worry about where you're going to live or what you're going to eat. You're going to have what you need. And you got these nasty ass jacks, these narcissists who say they called it communism. What the fuck, man? Taking care of people isn't, they're like, oh, crime is gonna grow. Everybody's gonna demand. Well, you know what? They're projecting because they give very little to anybody while hoarding everything. They are what they say people will become should they be given stuff. They've been given a house. They've been given businesses. They've been given status and authority. And they say that if you receive it, you're going to become a criminal. Unworthy. Listen to them. These people who have been given free shit their entire life are saying if you get a house for free, that you're going to be a criminal. They're projecting their own shit onto you. and trying to convict you of it. And they need you to believe it. They don't want you to know you are already in union celestially, divinely, and the house that you're living in is from them, and you're here for a specific task, and it isn't to serve the consumer who's accusing your benefactor of communism. The consumer doesn't like communism. They're calling it communism. They're a fucking word magician, and just because they say something is this or that does not mean it's true. They've been lying about everybody for centuries. You have sacred wisdom. Look, and the ravens are with you. The ravens have chased away the entities. Sacred light, sacred shadow, perfect symbiosis brings perfect homeostasis and temperance. The entities will not be here as bark beetles munching on everybody's fucking energy. They will either go here or they will go here. Stability for the temperance angel in the middle ground. They're enraged and confused because they don't own you. They can't trap you. This is it. The royal mother is free, and there's no reason for the celestial father to stop from completely annihilating those that have used your energy against your celestial family. They're distracted. You became this magnificent sacred being while they were layering you in blame and shame. You became a master alchemist, and they're like, "Pooh, how'd that happen?" Well, geez, I don't know. Perhaps it's the soul communications of the universe guiding a mind that they say has no wisdom. It's all here, these magicians. But somebody who is universally connected is in flow. Perfect flow. That's the mother. And this is the consumer. And this is the sun. If you can challenge yourself and you can become self-disciplined, then these other beings cannot drag you here and drag you there and make you do what they say, right? They don't own you. You're free. You're like, get off me. You're a fake. You're a phony. You've been consuming other people's energy. And you've been going out there telling people what to do, but you don't even know what to do. You have to read a book, and the book was written by somebody who doesn't even know what they're doing. Thousands of years, these assholes have been covering your light in the blame and the shame of what it is they've been doing in your energy. They did not become what they were supposed to be, ascended masters. They did as little as possible. They became consumers. They took what they were given and they said it wasn't enough, and they tortured other people's status out of them and wore it like a badge of honor. While calling you a commoner and a peasant. The trick did not work this time. The trick didn't work this time. It's clear. They did not do the work. So you're getting what you expected. You have changed. You have chosen clarity. You have self-discipline. While these ones are out there fucking the world over, you're like dreaming about what it is. You're like, I'm beating this beast. I am not going to allow that shit into my body or into my mind. I am commanding this vessel. I am going to evolve and I'm going to take flight, and you've got high expectations. And while luxury for these guys may mean ballrooms and gowns and fucking luxurious vehicles and parties all the time, what's in this? Love, communication, enough. That's the gold. It's you. The gold is in you. They love the gold. The gold is in you. They keep trying to tell everybody it's outside of them. It's out here. It's out here. The gold is in you. And they mock you because they're afraid of you. Because even while you look young, you're an ancient celestial. They manipulated you. They've been wearing your honor. They've been screwing up. Obviously, they don't know what they're doing. They're having to read the instruction manual or read the script that their master gave them in order to create the illusion that you were stripped of your honor because you didn't deserve it. Bullshit artistry. They don't have the heart of a lotus flower. They were living in a fantasy, spewing fantasies, delivering fantasies, manipulating others, driving their chariot, manipulating their lives by getting in the energy. By getting in the energy, they could do shit in the energy and then layer this energy with whatever it is they were doing, a cloud of their baneful shit, so that they could get you to be seen as something you're not and then cause you a divorce. With misinformation at the crossroads. It didn't work this time. So the plan is, you're not behind. You've earned your wings. You've earned your golden ticket. Look at all those people. 6,000 years. Every single one of those people are carrying your lifetime trophy. You're out of here, man. Out of here. The divine says you're out of here. The honor belongs to you. And you're leaving. He's taking you home. He's taking you home. He's like, this light is going home with me. And it does not matter. These people who have compassion and natural talent are going home, and this liar, they never rest. They don't stop. They're like lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 and they don't even carry a tone. Liar, liar, liar. They can't cause an ending for you. You're out of here. And these people, you know, they have a specific presentation with how you're supposed to present yourself to the public if you're going to be seen as worthy of a status, right? Well, the universe did not write that down. You cannot be a woman in the public eye unless you look a certain way, and you can't have tattoos. You got to be this or that. Well, you got to be easily replaceable, right? With their clone replicators and all that shit. And if you have unique character, unique markings, unique ways of being, if you aren't flatlining and saying, like the newscasters, they all have that newscaster's voice, right? They all has that, they all sound the same, or they used to. Well, now that's how they want it. Everybody has to be cookie cutter perfect, and it has to look like this. That's not limitless potential. That's not universal creation. That's not your particular soul song being manifested here in the realm. It's not. That's the consumer. Pretending. And they say that you're unworthy of being what you are because you won't conform and read their script. You're the success story, but they don't want to become what you are. It requires a lot of suffering, a lot of embarrassment, a lot of failure. Because with success comes a lot of failure. So they let you go ahead and fail until you reach your success. And then once you reach your success, they come in and say, "Oh, thank you." And then they say that that was them. No, 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 no. All they got to do is get you to agree that they're the authority, and you got to do what they tell you to do so they can use your energy and strip you of your honor. They need a partnership, a relationship, a friendship. They need access to your Merkaba. You're making a wish, and you got the Rainbow Chakra Covenant, and you're going home. The honor is yours. King of Swords knows everything about this. The gold digger is defeated, and it could be this King of Swords who's been fighting, who's been abusing. Of course, there could be a King of Swords that is in a fight with a gold digger and has won. The gold digger might have been defeated by the King of Swords, who is now, this gold digger is drinking because this Lightkeeper is hitting restart. Unexpected event. Unexpected event for those who were chasing quick gains. Oh boy, the white bull. What the fuck? They roasted divine feminines in the bull at least once, at least this one, at least somebody, me, maybe whoever, this crowd. Yeah, they did a lot of bad stuff, and now we got this bull energy coming in. Unexpected event. Justice is coming. The masks. Justice is coming to the infinite masks. The Hermit is here, done their research on the Knights, have gotten their wealth. If they siphoned it out of a powerful, sacred light and shadow, a divine feminine, if they flipped her into South Node and took the money that way, they are getting hopelessness. She's going to open her heart up and get a new freaking union. They will no longer feed on divine feminine. You're saying, or divine masculine. You're saying no It's not your freaking problem. They're caught. They're like, help me. You're innocent. You're the only one who can help. Yeah, well, fuck off. That's what they've been doing. They've been taking the innocent purity, the naivety of the loving heart of a youthful, passionate, trusting being, and they've been manipulating it. You know, that we're here to help each other, but these manipulators hijacked us, and then they kind of trapped us with using our own energy, which is very, very potent and powerful. And of course, the celestial realms had to evolve through that challenge, right? Karmic wheel is turning for the mystical cat. Tribe of Lyra and Jaguar. We got Jaguar and Lyra, or Jaguar and Lion are together, and they're working together, and they're delivering karma. We've got Sacred Light, Sacred Shadow, Root and Crown, and Balance is coming. We've got chalices pouring into other chalices. Sharing is caring. Sacred light, sacred shadow. And we got do not enter. These people are not going to be entering. It's got a great big fortune here, and they're not going to enter big bag fortune. What they're getting is bad health issues. And we've got honor, what is ending. We've cut through to the truth. We've seen what was so confusing. The tea is here. What was hidden from you, you were able to reveal. About the thief. And their projection. So while in the environment, we got a deceiver, a liar on the left of this Queen of Cups who has natural born talent, and we got a deceiver, liar to the right of her who never stops fucking accusing. She is honor. She is connected to those cosmic universal threads, and there's going to be a vanishing point for those lights who have status of the rainbow. These ones were not able to crack the heart chakra and slip in. They did a few months back, but God fixed it and then countered it. So even though they have tried, like stabbing, it feels like an ice pick. And somebody's like ice picking the heart chakra. They can't get into it. They can't break it. So that issue with them breaking the rainbow covenant of God's chosen people has been dealt with, and they're still trying though. So you might feel a pain like somebody trying to stick an ice pick into your heart. They're not gonna break that covenant, and they're not gonna be replacing your identity again. It is seen that they did not ascend, and the trick is not gonna work this time. They're concerned, man. They're concerned. They're reaping what they sowed. There's a changing of the tides. And you're going to get your cash. You're going to get your money. The Northern Lights are getting their money treat. They have to let it go because you went toe to toe or eye to eye with the demons. You lit a candle, you took your spiritual bath, and now you're taking flight. And these people will be stuck on the outside looking in. You got the healing frequency there. And those who are black magicians, you can't fix them. You tried. They took your celestial light and they threw you into South Node and then used your energy against you. You can't fix Humpty Dumpty. You tried. You did everything that you could within an inch of being consumed completely, snuffed out. And your whole celestial family, yeah, it's been a great violation, but this war, this spiritual warfare is finally coming to an end. Everybody will reap what they have sown from the beginning to the end, 6,000 years ago to now. And it could be much longer than that. I don't know. I've got the 6,000 year mark. It could be more. Take it as it resonates. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the message off here. I hope that this clarifies something that you already know. Apparently the ancient Greeks are having a different view on things. They made bad choices. They made bad choices. So yeah, they made some really bad choices regarding the goddess of time centuries ago. The Greeks did, and now they are seeing things a little differently, apparently, according to the royal mother. I don't need to know what that is. I'm just grateful that we are here, connected to our honor as we should be, and that we will be receiving what it is that we should be receiving, considering that the natural born talent is in us. The light that we are belongs to us. And that these clouded coverings are being washed away. They call it absolution and sanctification. Humanity is seen as worthy, regardless of the consuming and the manipulation. All right. Have a pleasant evening, everybody. Wish you the best. Hold on now. Are you guys going to be nice? You being nice to each other? Or are you fighting there? Thank you, everybody. I'm glad to be here. My apologies. Sometimes I get distracted by the comments when I'm reading and it kind of throws the message off a little bit. I'm not intentionally doing that. I got to try to get more accustomed to live streaming, which, I haven't done a whole lot of those. But I appreciate all of you being here. Really do. Take care, everyone.